Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we getting on? So we have some more Fallout 76 news today, and it's looking like some of the cool stuff that we've been waiting for, including dates on Season 5, a new community calendar, and a confirmation of ranks beyond rank 100. So let's jump in, take a look. Okay, so we have a very, very cool bit of splash art for the new season. I say I like it a lot. I do like the art style here. Very, very nice. Escape from the 42nd century. So, Inside the Vault Season 5 overview, community calendar, and a couple of extra bits as well. So, relating to Season 5, already covered a fair few bits of that in terms of the rewards in a video last week. Earlier this week, one or the other. Either way, I'll link it up here so you can check it out if you haven't already. But there's a couple more details on here and some cool bits and pieces. So, welcome back to Inside the Vault. Our first Steel Rain update is arriving on July 7th. Or rather, our Steel Rain Welcome back to Inside the Vault. Our Steel Rain update is arriving on July 7th, and with it comes the return of KD Inkwell in Season 5. So there we go. In the first two sentences, we have basically confirmation, I think, of the dates for the end of Season 4 and the start of Season 5. So, the 7th, if I remember rightly, is a Wednesday. Let's quickly double check. Yes, it is, which is a day later than the normal update day. They normally do these things on Tuesday. So I think we can infer from this, it's pretty much clear from what they're saying here, that Season 4 will end on the 6th of July, which is the last day of the current period. Then Steel Rain goes live on the 7th, and that will be the start of Season 5. So, for those who are still chasing rank 100, bear that in mind. It was the date I was recommending going for ever since we got a date for Steel Rain, anyway. Just to make sure you kind of covered yourself a bit, but we have some confirmation of that now. There are a couple of events, however, this weekend and next that will give you a little bit more of a boost if you are still chasing that rank 100. But good to know we've got something that I think is as close to final confirmation as we're going to get on that. So that's useful. Read on to learn about our next season, some of the rewards waiting for you. We've concluded our latest community calendar, so you can stay up to date on all things Fallout 76 through September, and we're kicking off a double score weekend today, and have details on our next bonus challenge week. So, a few little bits and pieces there. So, looking at the new season, the upcoming Season 5, KD Inkwell's back in an all-new adventure. This time, we join our heroine on a thrilling adventure through the 42nd century. After calibration malfunction, KD Inkwell is thrust into the dystopian possible future inhabited by dolphin-human hybrids called the Mind Organization. These nefarious nautical beings have only one goal in mind: to convert the last remnants of humanity into their soulless collective. Can KD escape this wild world, or will she find herself forced to join the masses of human-dolphin hybrids herself? So, I don't know what it is that the people over at Bethesda have been drinking, smoking, consuming, but I'd like to know, not so that I can get in on it, more so that I can run the other way, because this is disturbing. At least they're having fun over there. Anyway, interesting. Fun theme. As I say, I've already covered the rewards up on the card in the corner if you want to have a look at them in more detail. We've got a couple of bits and pieces here that are quite cool relating to it. So, with 100 ranks to climb as usual, and plenty of rewards waiting for you to claim. From consumables, weapon skins, camp objects and more, no shortage of things to add to your arsenal. Here's a few of the items and an overview. So, going through this quickly, as I've covered most of it already, legendary cores are going to appear on the season for Season 5. These are the new item you'll need to use with the legendary crafting system, alongside legendary modules that are already in the game and you can pick up from Purveyor Murmur. So if you want to grab those, apart from the season, which is one place you'll be able to grab them, you'll also be able to get them from daily ops, public events, those are the ones with the exclamation mark, and any seasonal events like, say, Meat Week or Fashion Act. So a few opportunities to get those if you want to craft that legendary gear. So there will also be power armor displays appearing on this season, which is very, very cool. So those were supposed to appear last time around, but during playtesting on the PTS, the community basically gave them a load of feedback. They weren't happy with how they worked, which, given how they worked, was definitely the right call. It looks like, from what I have read and seen, that this issue has now been fixed, so they will function as you would expect them to. You place them in your camp, allocate your power armor frame, complete with all its pieces, to the display item that is the power armor display, and it should appear there. Whereas before they had a weird setup going on with your stash that would have caused all kinds of havoc with carry weight and stuff like that, or stash weight limit. So it looks like they fixed the issue, and it is making a reappearance a month later than we hoped, or a few months later than we hoped, but good to see that coming in. I know a lot of us have been waiting for that for a long time. And on top of that, we also have power armor skins as usual, weapon skins, a few new camp objects, and a quite cool red rocket Collectron, which is more spindly than the usual Protectron style. So quite a cool looking thing. As I say, do check that video out if you want to see it in more detail. So, moving on from the regular rewards, we have the unlimited rewards section, which is something we've all been angling for quite a while, particularly those of us who have a bit more time to sink into the game. Because once you pass rank 100, you'll be able to continue ranking up and earning new rewards as well. So yeah, many of us who have a bit more time to sink in will often hit rank 100 before the season ends, or well before in some cases. Well before from what I hear in some cases. But we'll now be able to continue progressing on with a new set of challenges past rank 100, which will allow us to continue earning score. And each time we do, we'll be able to get some more sort of practical related rewards. So from the sound of this is not going to be things like skins or camp items or anything like that, outfits. Those are going to remain as part of the main season. But sort of the more repeatable stuff is going to appear for a set of rewards that will be available to you after rank 100. So they've got listed here perk card packs, legendary crafting components, so that's going to include legendary cores and legendary modules, I think. Consumables, so presumably stim packs, chems, things like that. Carry weight booster maybe, things like that. In-game items, which is remarkably vague. I'm hoping it's going to include things like lunchboxes, stuff like that, but that could also come under consumables, so I don't know. What this might mean, I do not know. I wouldn't expect it to mean things like weapons, armor, or skins or anything like that, so it seems like an odd inclusion. It may just be a random thing, so maybe I'm trying to get too much out of that, but who knows. Just going to say it's going to include atoms, though, and that will be very, very welcome, and more besides. So hopefully perk coins was the other thing listed on here that I would like to see as well, and as I say, lunchboxes. So not the most exciting stuff. Obviously, they're keeping that to the main season, which is about what we'd expect, but being able to earn regular rewards beyond rank 100 and having continued reasons to sign in and be able to get something useful out of the completing challenges after we've completed the main season is worthwhile. I think most of these things are going to be quite useful, so nice to have that. Very, very pleased to see it. Obviously, feedback will be welcomed by the team, I'm sure, and further development will happen on this, but it seems like a decent place to start. Pretty cool with that. So, community calendar, shiny new one. So this overlaps with the current one, covering July, and goes on through till September, and covers most of what's happening this summer, and a little peek towards the next major update after Steel Rain as well, which is very, very cool. So, taking a look at this, we have July, and most of this stuff is the same as the existing season. It doesn't have the weekend after this one, so next weekend's events, so that is currently listed as being... where is it? A bonus challenge week is currently listed on there as double dailies on the last community calendar. From the look of things, it's not actually going to be double dailies. They're thinking they're changing it from the look of this, which we'll get to in a moment. But it looks to be that there'll be a couple of extra daily challenges next weekend to complete, again, help you get towards the end of Season 4. So, moving on from there, of course, repeating what we do have on the other one, we have the Steel Rain update dropping on July 7th and Season 5 starting. Okay, so there's some actual hard confirmation that we've been finally waiting for. That's been sort of slipped in a picture here, which is not ideal, but it's there. Season 5 actually starts on the 7th. That's good to know for sure now. So, Purveyor Sale, the weekend after, that's the 8th to the 12th. And the 15th to the 19th, we have Hunt for the Treasure Hunter weekend running again. And I don't imagine we'll be getting any new rewards, but we had some not so long ago, and only a couple of attempts to get through that event so far. So I'd imagine there's still some cool stuff to pick up there for most people. On the 22nd to the 26th of July, we have a high score weekend, which is, this is a double score on the previous one, so I'm guessing it's just a slightly different name. They may be changing it so it's not full double score. I don't know. Maybe it's just going to be an extra 25%. We'll have to wait and see. Obviously, we'll be in the new season by then, so I'm guessing when the initial community calendar was put together, maybe the 7th of July date wasn't nailed down, but we'll have to wait and see on that. Either way, extra score on that particular weekend, and we have a Gold Rush weekend at the end of July leading into August. That will give you a chance to turn in twice as many treasury notes each week. Speaking of course, you'll be able to turn in twice as many treasury notes anyway, and the same will apply, I believe, for legendary items for script as well, following the update on the 7th of July, so that'll be very, very cool. Obviously, cover that in more detail when the actual update goes live and we get patch notes and that stuff. I suspect that's going to be a hefty video. So, moving forward to August, from the 5th to the 9th, I think that is. This is very small on my screen. We have a script surplus weekend, so double script opportunities, and Minerva's big sale. So we'll have a look at a little bit more of that in just a second, but the gist of it seems to be that the new vendor Minerva, who accepts gold bullion in exchange for a variety of changing plans, will be presumably offering things for an even bigger discount than usual, because as I understand it, she offers a discount anyway, so very, very cool. And following that, the 12th to the 14th, we have a Purveyor sale with 25% off and a double score weekend, so a little boost midway through the season for you. And on the 17th to the 25th, I think that is? 23rd. We have Meat Week returning at long last. It has been a long time. It's usually an August-September event, this one. So Graham's Cookout and the Primal Cuts event should be returning hand in hand, and it should be good fun, and that's usually a popular one. There's good rewards in there. There's some new rewards coming this year as well that look very, very cool. And there will be a bonus challenge week as well to give you a little bit of a boost in your season progress for Season 5 as well. So, stepping outside 76 for a little bit there on the... what the heck is this? Yeah, this is very, very small, and I can't actually make it any bigger, so struggling a little bit here. So, on the 19th through the 21st of August, stepping outside the game, as I say, we will have QuakeCon, which is Bethesda's annual convention of their own, basically, down in Dallas, usually, I believe it is. They often announce a lot of things related to their own games, so I'm guessing we'll get some more news about future Doom stuff, and stuff from id. You know, it's often very id software focused. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more news about Fallout, maybe some conversation and updates about the new update that will be coming in September. I'm guessing will be the big news there, at least for Fallout fans, and I imagine plenty of other bits and pieces as well. But jumping back into the game that weekend, we have a double XP weekend as well, so dive in and get a little advancement while you can. Always good for getting a bit of extra score as well. So, the Purveyor sale returns again, and that is a mystery pick one on the 26th through the 30th. And to be completely honest, I can't see people being as excited for that as maybe they were in the past, and I know people weren't blown away by it then either, really. But with the introduction of legendary crafting, I think the Purveyor is going to see a sizable downturn in her business for anything other than legendary modules, anyway. But yeah, if you do want to go and take your chances with the much higher RNG than you get from legendary crafting, there are some opportunities to do so. So, jumping into September, this is where stuff gets really, really interesting again. We have Daily Ops expansion number 2. So we're in expansion number 1 at the moment with the new locations and increased enemy types and all the Savage Strike mutations, all that good stuff. There is another one coming in September sometime. I'm going to go out on a limb and guess it's going to be around about the 7th. Let's have a quick look at the September dates, shall we? Well, so, yeah, September the 7th is a Tuesday. It's the first full Tuesday, basically a weekend. So I'm guessing that, because it lines up with July 7th as well, obviously, I'm guessing that's when we can expect to see the first major update for sort of following Steel Rain, the awesome update. So, as I say, include the Daily Ops expansion. Community Camp Creations is a new photo mode challenge, which is cool. And we know there's a whole load of stuff coming related to private worlds and possibly new PvP related stuff for those who are into that, because it'll be around and about this time that Nuclear Winter will be finally closing down. So, speaking of the weekend events for now, though, we have a double score week running through the first week of September, the 1st through to 7th, so that'll be the Wednesday to the following Tuesday. From the 2nd to the 7th, so overlapping with that double score week, will be a Gold Rush weekend, so turn in twice as many treasury notes. Minerva will be having another sale from the 9th to the 13th, which is very, very cool. Opportunity to buy some of those plans at a discount once again. Hunt for the Treasure Hunter returns just in time for my birthday, funnily enough, from the 16th through to the 20th of September. And the 23rd through to 27th will be another double XP weekend. So a lot more double XP than we've had in recent months, really, on that, which is very, very cool. So as a little reminder that the new event going in here, we have Minerva's Emporium is the event's sort of overarching name. It's Minerva Sales, so she's a new Blue Ridge caravan merchant. I've had a little look at her sort of setup at Foundation on the PTS. It's pretty cool. Basically, pictures a tent outside the settlement, and has a few friends hanging around, and there's some cool stuff going on there. But basically, it's just a new trader that moves between Foundation, Fort Atlas, and Crater. So keep an eye out. Her inventory will be changing as she moves, which she will be doing on a daily basis. So you may have to hunt around a bit for her. I'll go over some details on her, hopefully in a future video. I'll try and break stuff down a bit more. And we'll definitely have a look at her in the patch notes for the update on the 7th of July as well. So that should be very good. Cool. So, to wrap up, last couple of bits of pieces. We have a double score weekend running this weekend, for those of you who are still chasing that elusive Season 4 rank 100. That started today at 12 PM Eastern Time, so 5 PM UK time, so well underway now, and is running through until Monday at 12 PM or 5 PM UK time. Okay, and last but not least, immediately following this weekend's double score, we will have a bonus challenge week, which is expanding what they had before from the look of this. So basically, it will be 2 extra challenges per day that you can complete to get a little bit of extra scores, give you that last little boost to get you over the rank 100 finish line if you are still chasing that one. So that one will be starting on Tuesday at 12 PM Eastern, as per usual, and ending the following Tuesday, July 6th, which is when the season ends, at 12 PM Eastern, so both of those being a 5 PM UK time, which I think we can take that 12 PM on Tuesday the 6th to be the finish time for the season overall, sort of reading between the lines. So, yeah, very, very cool. Particularly glad to see the arrival of the post-rank 100 opportunities to earn stuff. Not the most exciting stuff, but it is useful stuff, things we can take advantage of, so that's pretty cool. Getting stuck into Minerva should be cool, and seeing what her inventory is, and hopefully picking up some of those plans we might have missed in the past with a little bit more ease would be nice. For those who really don't want to do daily ops, I know there are a few of you out there, Minerva is supposed to have some of the daily ops plans, or the ones that are currently only available from daily ops, in exchange for bullion. So maybe a slightly better opportunity to get at that stuff. And obviously, as the daily ops sort of loot pool, reward pool expands, the RNG basically grows with it, which is not ideal. Hopefully they'll be taking out some of the older stuff as they go on and putting it over into Minerva's inventory, so that your drop chances stay decent for daily ops. But for those who don't want to do the ops at all, you can head over and hopefully pick those up from Minerva. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit of potluck, but definitely looking forward to diving in. I hope picking up some cool stuff that I might not have got. I know I would like to pick up... there's a few things on the current season that I've not picked up from daily ops yet, and some of my other characters I think would definitely like to get the Brotherhood recon armor, stuff like that. So hopefully she'll have some cool stuff. And some of that will also overlap, I think, with regs in Vault 79, I believe. I always struggle with the numbers. But yeah. Well, no, that's going to be pretty cool. As I say, there's basically the usual stuff going on with the community calendar as well, but there's some extra double XP, which is always nice, and some fun events going on. Definitely some stuff I'm looking forward to. I'm going to go out on a limb again and say I expect the 7th of July will be the first major... 7th of September will be the first major update for the autumn, and probably when Season 5 will end, but I think we'll jump in the gun a little bit on that, seeing as Season 4 hasn't yet ended, but good to have a final confirmed end date for that as well. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you folks found this useful and informative. Quite a lot of information packed in there, but good to have. Definitely ready for it. If you did like the video, please do consider dropping subs and likes for me. It's always very, very much appreciated, as are any shares for anybody who you think might be interested in the video. Massive thank you for that one. Down below the video, you can also find my social media links, the merch store, and channel memberships as well. If you're interested in supporting the channel in that way, it massively, massively helps out. So huge thanks to those of you who've done that already. And if you get a chance, do join us for live streams as well. We are, of course, playing 76 and Mass Effect 2 at the minute. So I hope to see you there for those. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to speaking to you all very, very soon.